So I'm continuing on with my two-pack that I received from Bandai, and I already showed Venus A. This is Janus. In Japan, she was known as Janus Koshaku. So Janus was a character who was introduced in Great Mazinger. In episode 22, after the death of Archduke Gorgon, she was brought in as another commander. Now, the commanders of the villains, the Mycenaes, were all, except for Archduke Gorgon, were Great Mazinger size. They were enormous, but not so with Marquise Janus, who was the pilot. This is a robot, and she is normal human size, and so this is a piloted robot, and she is, although this is more of an interpretation rather than how it would really look because you only see her face, but she would reside in the left breast of the robot. So another gorgeous figure. So I now have 6 female figures. She had these huge claws. Janus was a witch, and so although she had a robot, she would generally take a very proactive approach, often fooling or mind controlling boss quite frequently. She had a very beautiful face, but then an ugly face. Her head would kind of swivel around, and you'd see the scary face. And here, it kind of shows the beautiful face. So this is a bit more like what her scary face looks like. So I'm not sure which is supposed to be her real face or if they're both her real face. This is the only one of the female figures. Come on, stand. Of the 6 okay, she does not want to stand. It's the first time I've had issues. The first that doesn't have a stand. So Venus A has a stand. All of them have stands except her. Now, the only reason I can imagine is because of maybe her dress here made it impossible because they have a pole that goes up and then it pegs in, but it wouldn't be able to do that because of the size of the dress here. They could have made it cloth. That would have fixed the problem. So I'm not sure why they decided to go with it. It is a separate piece, so it will kind of move around a little bit. She doesn't come with many extras. The breast missile will fire. So you can see she, unlike the other ones, only has one switch there because this one will not fire. It's a simple design, but I do think, like all of these figures, the colors really pop. The paint is absolutely immaculate. I love the color schemes of all of these, even though because of some of the clashing colors, it could look a little garish, but I don't know. I like the gray with the purple and the white. I think it's very nice. It's a really eye-catching figure. So I'll put her aside a little bit. I don't know why she doesn't want to stand all of a sudden. I wasn't having issues before. We have the instruction manual. So it talks a bit, and it's all in Japanese, so I can't read it, but this is her more attractive face. And then it's going through, and these were probably pictures that were drawn back in the 1970s when the anime was just being produced. And then it shows here. So you could see she has a stand. Janus does not have a stand. And we have some. Okay, so it says warning may rub off. So there is a little bit of instructions on here in English, and it says do not misplace because she does not come with spare breast missiles, only the one. And I'm going to show, finally, I'm going to show the box, if I can get it in here, because I think a lot of people want to see the box. Put her to the side. So there is, if I can get it all in there, there is the box. We have some pictures of them in various poses. It was about $200 for this 2-pack, but this is, I guess, it for their 50th anniversary celebration of Mazinger Z and Great Mazinger. So it was fun. I have a lot of figures now, a lot of Great Mazinger figures. I'm a big fan of Mazinger Z and Great Mazinger, the anime. So these definitely. Now there are figures that I wish they would make. There is no there's no Bandai figure for Archduke Gorgon. I think that would have been really cool. It would have been completely out of scale, but they did do the Great General of Dark, or the Great General of Darkness, and he is out of scale because Bandai, for whatever reason, decided not to make it a Solar Chogokin, so the figure is too large for these. He's not wildly out of scale, but definitely larger than he would be if he were a Solar Chogokin figure. So I'm not sure why they decided to do that, because they released pretty much everything else. And Bandai has never released any of the other commanders. So Janus got special treatment. Her and Great General. They've also never released the Great General of Hell, which would be kind of cool. So maybe someday. So anyway, that's Janus from Bandai Solar Chogokin. This is GX-114.